Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Shake free for about 7 up to the 35. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Number 4.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Walker. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Complete to number.
Call it a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bucs 27-yard.
From the gun. Walker. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Walker. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 7 yards on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him. For a loss.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
So that'll back him up 5. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want.
And oh, he coughed it up. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Walker. Flushed out right. Able to push his way through. Eluding the pressure right. And he locates Walker complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Throwing again on second down. Walker. And he rifles one incomplete. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It's third down.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Walker. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, they're lucky. If that was roughing, it would have been a first down. Instead, still fourth.
But now it brings up a decision, doesn't it? Now you're in a position where maybe it changes what you do.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. That drive took them inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold them to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Buccaneers 0.
Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Jackson 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Mike 58, right there. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Tackled at the 27-yard.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Going deep for Walker. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
To number 1.
A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Buccaneers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
10-10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I would.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
The ball carried by number 4.
Boot Hill, baby.
Brought down.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Devin White on the tackle. A gain of 3 on the play.
Looking to throw. Walker. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
4.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
First down, Seahawks.
Off the play fake. Walker. Going deep for Walker. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 17. Buccaneers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a give, right side. Rivers. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Jackson's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
Down and goal to go.
Now Jackson on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up second and goal.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On first down, Rivers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Walker looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Walker. And Walker with it over the middle.
Walker's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 39-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Walker, off play action, sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A gain of 5. Brings up
on 2nd down. Rivers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Ed Oliver made the tackle. A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Report.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At at their own 23-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right.
And that's caught inside the 35. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That point after, right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Again, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Walker's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 3rd and medium, they opted to run it. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you could possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Now Bush on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6.
Operating from the gun, Walker. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
I'm about to find out. To throw again on second down, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Now Bush on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 30.
Operating from the gun, Walker. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Walker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put the... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Bush on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
To throw is Walker. Throwing on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Walker now off the play fake. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Walker. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Walker. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Walker throwing on fourth down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Here's Walker on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Operating from the gun, Walker. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Walker. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Walker on 3rd and 2. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 41, Seahawks 31.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Tonight's
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on all.